This week, guys, was tough for me, very tough, because I faced some setbacks that really made me unhappy. Some situations literally stress me out, make me feel as if I was falling into a deep hole with no way out, 100%. Do you know that feeling, right? Where it seems like there is not escape. And you can feel a heavy weight pressing down on you. Do you know that feeling? It's a situation where the pressure is so intense that it feels like someone has closed you inside a bottle and the giant hand is trying to squeeze it. These situations are awful. And it happens to everyone. It happened to me as well. And we shouldn't be surprised about it. But then I thought to myself, wait a moment. Uh, you know, I am the host of Journey to Success, right? So I always talk about persistence, consistency, discipline, and overall, we often discuss directly and indirectly. We often discuss about resilience in this podcast. So, what if I share what happened this week? You may not know the details yet, but I promise you, you will know soon. Hi, guys, my name is Fabio from Journey to Success, and welcome. Today, you will learn about different stages of resilience, not based on what we see on the internet or motivational quotes, but rather on my experience and I'm sure the experiences of others. But before moving forward, as always, please subscribe, all right? So I know this is the right direction to lead you guys, to drive you and to guide you towards your journey to success. And let's get started. So, about a week ago, I told myself, okay, I'm doing a lot and I can see that I'm getting close to achieving my goals. So I have improved my copywriting skills, and instead of paying someone to build a newsletter for me to sell my Substack mentorship, I decided to do it myself. So yes, I faced some problem getting started, but at the end, it worked out, and I can say I'm proud of the results. So currently, I'm seeing an average open rate of 37% of my mails. That's actually pretty high. And I consider a significant achievement. My Substack is also doing well with posts receiving. Well, my Substack was doing well, but I tell you better. So we posted. So my posts, my notes, were receiving thousands of likes, guys, and gaining around, I would say, 20 subscribers per day. So I was very happy. So for those who don't know anyway, what is Substack? Substack is a newsletter publishing platform that combines elements of social media and blogging. So it's similar to X Twitter, but it also functions like a publication site, like medium.com. And you can build your email list for free as well. So we're not talking all about followers. It's a very, very beautiful and, in my opinion, better than Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, because you are gaining you are building your email list. You are gaining not only followers, but as I said, subscribers. Anyway, long story short, everything was going well. Too much good, too well. In fact, I was really happy with the results, right? And but have you ever experienced a time in your life when everything seems too perfect and that it almost felt too good to be true? There is a popular saying that goes in this way: if you keep hitting too many green lights in a row, people usually say one of the two things. The first thing is you're having a lucky day or enjoying good karma. The second thing is you should enjoy it because it rarely happens. However, there is a third one, kind of hidden, popular say, more skeptical, which tells if you keep hitting too many green lights in a row, you're using up all your luck at once. And that's exactly how I felt this week. So what happened? Uh, Everything on the roll. So first of all, yes, my open rate was good, was great, but my click rate, which redirected directly to my Fiverr link, right, was around 1%, so very, very low. I tried to fix these issues with a better call to action, and various strategies to increase the click rate, including also offering a free ebook abstract of my course. But I'm still working on it. I'm not entirely convinced. Then um, I decided, okay, uh, I can. Like my idea is to review the Substack content of others for free before monetizing. So I was like, okay, maybe I can avoid the ebook abstract. Maybe I can just give him more value, and so just making a 15 minute section for free. That's for me is absolutely fine. I enjoy helping people regardless of the financial aspect. And remember, the more value you give, the faster you achieve your goals. um, but it's still in progress. Also, this also means I need to revisit the newsletter and the email sequence, which stress me out. And why stress me out? Because in my free time, um, from my job, right, I'm also working on the house we bought 2 years ago. The struggle has been immense for us. So my only free time that I have right now, unfortunately, I cannot dedicate only towards um, my podcast or my social media project. So, and the struggle of this house has been immense. One day, I promise I will share the story with you. And so yeah, it's still, long story short, it's an old house from the 1960s, and we weren't ready for a complete renovation. And we have made progress in the past 2 years, but we haven't been consistent. And now I am determined to have everything done before Christmas, which adds another priority to my list. So see how everything builds up in my situation. On the top of that, I work for someone else as well, like most of you. And I expected a promotion months ago that never came. And currently, we're all also dealing with bugs at work. And my mood is not the best right now in the job. And just a small note for you guys, if your humor is not the best at your job and your performance is bad, it's mainly because your company is not meeting your expectations, right? Your performance is shaped by their environment. Okay, remember this. Please don't pull it on you, okay, unless you are aware that you're doing something wrong. Like 90% of the times, it's not your fault. And anyway, it has been a disaster of a week. Disaster. Probably the worst ever. I also had a fight with my half because I don't feel here. The truth is, and this is another tip for the day, don't blame the people around you or fight with them, okay? Remember that your journey is a lonely one. So it's important to have people who support you, of course, but it's also essential to understand that at the end of your story, you are the hero. You are the one who needs to defeat your demons, okay? By the way, here I am, speaking to you despite all this chaos. Uh, we often talk about resilience, guys. And we like to enjoy watching reels of successful people who seem to struggle. However, many show only the best parts of their journey. Maybe because of ego or a desire um, to avoid appearing weak, or maybe they just feel shame. It's possible. But I really try to show my authentic self. So let's see what you could learn, from my story. So, how did I survive all this mess this week, basically? There are different stages to this process, in my opinion. Stage one, all right, based of my story. Stage one, grief. Yes, when you're sad, guys, desperate because things are not going well as you wish, you experience a feeling similar to grief, honestly. Um, let's be honest, I felt the idea of losing my beautiful community in Substack, my chat, my notes that can inspire people. So we're talking about the journey to Success Club. It's not even just about me, it's about all of us. So the thought of losing that is devastating for me. And I still don't know the reason for my issues. Maybe I was promoting my Fiverr link too openly or discussing my eToro journey, my paid subscription. I don't know, have no clue. But it hurts deeply that nobody has respond to me yet. But it's part of the journey. There is grief, so it's not about the people around me. It's not about at the end of the story. It's not about the fact that the support didn't respond. It's not about the fact that maybe I made mistakes. The point is that I feel uh, sad. Of course, I'm in a different stage right now. Yeah, I'm in a stage where I feel good. But let's talk in the present, all right? So in stage one, it's a stage where I feel sad, you feel sad, people feel sad, all right? So this grief is a powerful feeling because you cannot see the way forward. So all you see is this enormous obstacle, enormous stone, and the only thing to do at this stage is to acknowledge the grief. I know that many people have lost the communities on Instagram, TikTok, or in real life, for example, even being forced to leave their favorite comfort zone place because they're no longer welcomed. This can happen to anyone, everywhere, digitally and not. Okay, so when it happens, we must acknowledge this grief and recognize that in this stage, there is actually nothing we can do. No solution, nothing. Dot, period. Just our desperation. Desperation or despair, I think is in English, right? Desperation is correct. I don't know, guys. I'm going to check later. Anyway, stage two, acceptance. When you are in this sentimental misery, right? And with a feeling not so far from depression at the end of the story, your focus is on crying or being desperate, okay? But once you start accepting the situation, that's when you can stand up, face the big stone in front of you, and say, okay, all right, have to do something now. So, what that something is, uh, we don't know yet, but we'll figure out. So the shorter the grief lasts, the more you can reach stage two, which is accepting past unfortunate events. Okay. Stage three, focus and isolate the problem. I remember when I was in school, maybe 20 years ago now, maybe 23, we were introduced to multitasking as being essential. I don't know if you remember, I'm 36 years old now. I don't know if you are my same age, maybe you remember this boom, this multitasking trend, in the school, how much important was. But I have to be honest with you, I was never convinced about this concept. Maybe because I guess maybe I'm a little bit autistic. I don't know. But I found it stressful to try to adapt my being with multiple tasks at once. It's not me at all. Instead, I prefer what I call single tasking or isolating task. I don't even know if this concept exists, but that's what I do. I focus on one problem at that time and work to close definitely the chapter. This might take a day or longer, but dealing with one issue at a time gives me closer, guys. And the closer provides energy. Okay. energy that you can use to keep moving forward, energy that you can use to solve more problems. Hmm? Hey guys, just a quick break. Here at Journey to Success, I want to welcome you into something special, the Journey to Success Club. It is more than just a newsletter. You will become part of the club. When you subscribe for free, you'll be the first to know when new episodes are out, where you also get extra inspiration to fuel your own journey with daily motivation from me. And if you have never thought about growing your Substack community or using it to support your business, product, or podcast like I do, I would love to offer you a 7-day trial so you can see all the prompts I use to grow my Substack. Just head over to journeytosuccessclub.substack.com or click the link below to start growing your community today. We're in this together, guys. Now, back to the show. Remember that. Stage 4, acting. This is the part where we reflect on the past. You identify all the problems you have. For example, this week I experienced some discomfort at work. My newsletter didn't perform as expected. I faced some challenges with a Substack. I'll keep you update on that. And additionally, I'm working on fixing up my house, adjust my office because my sister is going to stay with us in the Netherlands for a while. And there was a lot to do. This week, I also had an issue with the bathroom sink, which I nearly forgot about to tell you before. And yes, I managed to fix in my own way. For now, it's okay. I don't know in the future. I've been tapping and occasionally sanding the windows to prepare for painting. Okay, and the painting itself, I mean, my half is gonna do because she's very good on that. And what else? Oh yeah, maybe we have a mouse on the roof. Also that. Um, I actually need to check because yesterday I put some friendly traps and and I don't even know if it worked at the end, so I have to check. So, can you tell me how to multitask that? It's impossible. Not for me. The truth is that we need to isolate the problem in our head. Well, this is at least is my way. Once we do that, we can manage them one by one, right? Finding solutions as we go. The solution is always there, guys. So when you isolate the problem, you gain a better understanding of how to resolve it. Okay? It's similar to math. There is always one x, that represents the solution to any problem. Even though math can produce multiple answers or variables, people often refer to finding the x as the unknown they're trying to solve for. Okay, so it symbolizes the mystery or goal you are attempting to reach, guys. Stage 5, the ultimate form of gratitude. So to reach a place where you believe there is always a solution in your life, of course, you need to embrace the ultimate form of gratitude. Now, in your opinion, yeah, what is the ultimate form of gratitude that can unlock any solution in your life? Hmm? I'll wait a moment. I'll wait a moment for you to think about it. I'm coming with the answer. So here is my answer. You're alive. That's it. You're alive. When you acknowledge that you're alive, you can see countless solutions and many paths forward. You can also translate everything that has happened in your life, including my experiences, into lessons or different insights. Okay. In this way, guys, you unlock the best form of resilience and become the best version of yourself. So this week was challenging, stressful, chaotic, was disaster, but full of lessons. I felt trapped at times, as if life were squeezing me in a bottle. Yet these challenges reveal what resilience truly looks like, guys. And even in the chaos, there is a lot to learn. Okay. So today, I want to break down my week, share what happened, and give you some insights that I think can help anyone navigating challenging like mine, maybe worse also. So let's start with the wins. So I built my Substack newsletter myself, okay, instead of paying someone to do it. And my copywriting has improved. And the results, well, my mails are seeing an average open rate of 37%. Posts are getting thousands of likes on my Substack, and I'm gaining about 20 new subscribers per day. So this is also good. That feels amazing. It's proof that consistency and effort really pay off, all right? But of course, it's not all perfect. So my click rate to my Fiverr link is around 1%, very low. Even with better calls to action and offering extra value like free ebook abstract, I didn't see the results I hoped for. I also have to be honest, I wasn't patient enough to you know to make sure that the sequence would work properly. I was maybe a little bit impatient. But what is the lesson here? The lesson is progress in one area doesn't automatically fix every other challenge. Okay, so number one. Then there is we have to consider that there is a life outside what I do, my newsletter, my podcast, my Substack, and it's also for you guys. In my case, for example, is that we decided to renovate our house. It's a house from the 60s, and the balancing work that hasn't given me the promotion I expected either, and try to maintain personal relationships as well. And to that, a small fight with my partner as well. So I don't know, it's easy to feel like everything is falling apart. But here's the truth, that's life. Okay, messy, a lot of layers, challenging, and resilience is not about avoiding that mess, but it's about moving through it. Okay, so how did I handle it? I noticed a pattern in my transition from struggle to progress this week. So this is good news. And I like to call them the stage of resilience. And here is what I realized. It's exactly what I said to you before, but I'm just trying to breaking down for you better to give you more insight. So stage one, grief. This is when everything feels heavy, guys. I felt grief over potential losses. The community I built on Substack, my newsletter not performing as I expected. And it's okay to feel it. Acknowledging your emotions gives clarity of what really matters. Okay. Stage two, acceptance. Once you feel the grief, acceptance is what allows you to see clearly. So you start asking, what can I do now? Acceptance doesn't mean giving up, guys. It means focusing your energy where it counts. Okay. Number three, stage three, focus and isolate. So forget multitasking for a moment. I mean, if you're good, very well. I'm very happy for you. Um, but in my case, I found that managing one problem at a time, fixing the sink, uh, stop, dot, sending windows, dot, adjusting my newsletter, dot, is the fastest way to gain momentum. And every completed task builds energy and confidence to move forward, all right? So for me, it's a very good trick. Number four, stage four, action. Once you have isolated the problem, you need to act. So take concrete steps, guys. This week, for me, it was household fixes, newsletter experiments, preparing my office, and even dealing with a possible mouse on the roof. So action turns frustration into progress if you do well, of course. If you if you make a good closer, referring to stage 3, focus and isolate. Every completed task builds energy and confidence, okay? Stage 4, we already mentioned, and now we have stage 5, gratitude. Finally, the ultimate stage is gratitude. So the fact that you are alive, that you can keep moving forward, is everything. Is everything. Truly. Well, you embrace that every setback becomes a lesson and every challenge an opportunity, okay? Now, let's see some quick takeaways before we close the episode, all right? First of all, progress is not linear, guys. Wins and setbacks coexist, and each teaches something different. Number 2, your environment affects performance, but it doesn't define your journey, okay? Number 3, emotional honesty matters. It boosts connection and self-awareness. Number 4, giving value first, even without immediate reward. And trust me, and I trust myself as well, because it's something that I have to remember. When you give value, and even if, as I said, it doesn't give you immediate reward, accelerate growth, guys, okay? You just need to be patient. We need to be patient. I need to be patient, okay? And number 5, single tasking beats multitasking. So closer on one problem gives energy, for the next, to deal the next problem. So at the end of the week, despite everything, I feel stronger, clearer, and more aligned with myself again. Resilience is not about avoiding stress or chaos, guys. It's more about acknowledging it, acting with focus, and practicing gratitude, okay? Every challenge is a stepping stone. Every setback is a lesson, and every small action a move closer to your best self, okay? That's my week. that was my week. I hope it's gonna be better from tomorrow on. Even if I learn a lot, and I hope sharing with you helps you see that even in tough times, growth is possible. Resilience is a process, guys, not a destination. Okay, it's about acknowledging struggle, acting with focus, and embracing gratitude. And each challenge, whether personal, professional, or practical, becomes a stepping stone toward growth. So life is not smooth, but every setback offers insight, guys. Every small action adds momentum, and every moment of reflection strengthens your path to success. Okay. Now, I want to hear from you. How do you face challenges and keep moving forward when life feels overwhelming? What is your strategy, habits, or mindset? We always talk about mindset in this podcast, right? Mindset that helps you stay resilient and focused, even when everything seems chaotic. Send me a message, share your story, connect with me on Substack. Well, when they finally decide to remove this temporary ban, I would love to hear you, and I would love to hear your experiences and learn from them. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, guys, so you never miss an update. And if you know someone who might benefit from hearing about resilience, focus, and finding solution in tough times, then, share this episode with them. Thank you so much for being here on Journey to Success. Remember, every challenge is a stepping stone, and together we can keep building the life we want. One step at a time. I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers, guys.